Let's start our interview jamming with Juddy, with Jeff Judkins, the head basketball coach of BYU Women's Hoops. Coach, what would you rather hear? A countdown to the first football game every day, or Jerem Jordan singing Creed like you just heard a moment ago?
Boy, that's a hard call. Since he's here, I'm going to say him singing.
Oh, wow.
Shooter McJudkins.
Wow.
Shooter McJudkins. I'm a basketball coach, but no, I think having him sing probably.
You're going to go back to the team room and be like, oh, man, Jerem should never sing again.
Yeah. Well, it was Creed and Pearl Jam. What's your jam, by the way? What music do you like?
Well, you're going to go back kind of the hard rock. It's probably Led Zeppelin's probably for me.
Oh, okay.
You know, Eagles, Elton John, Billy Joel.
Yeah, baby.
James Taylor a little bit.
Oh, you like James Taylor.
I think one of the best soundtracks is Remember the Titans. I mean, got some old good stuff.
Yep.
In fact, we
Cat
watched
Stevens.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, Cat Stevens. We watched that on the bus over the weekend. It was pretty cool watching that and getting psyched up and hearing some of that music.
Maybe you should watch that movie again, because your team just destroyed St. Mary's for the first time in their gym since you joined the West Coast Conference by 21 points. You've now won 12 in a row. Simply, what's the best part of winning?
I think improving. I really think we've gotten better every game. And I kind of told you guys last week that sometimes going on the road is a good thing for a team, because you're together, you're in the hotel, you're on a bus, you're kind of all focused on what the task is at hand for you. And I thought that helped us. I really did. I think it helped us kind of just get away and figure out what we want to do as a team. And we played very well. We had a great weekend. I mean, we played good against Pacific, and then I think we played probably one of our best games against St. Mary's.
Most things in life are push ahead to try and do your best in the future. Meanwhile, there's the present where you don't always acknowledge what's going on. Are you taking time to enjoy this with the team, where go, hey, we're playing really well right now. Like, let's keep it up, but let's acknowledge what we're doing?
Well, I don't think you can enjoy it as much as you would like, because we got another game, and I think you find out you play one great game, and then here comes another one, and if you're not ready to play, you can get beat, especially in this league, and especially at home. So, we just have to be careful. We have to just be focused on what we're trying to do. And, yeah, are we excited? Yeah, there's no question. But, we have a goal as a team, and that is to win a conference championship, and we have it now kind of in the picture, and we just have to focus and just take one game. San Francisco came in 3 years ago and beat us. So we need to be really ready to go. And they cause a lot of problems, but we do match up pretty well with them. So hopefully we can take care of business.
BYU in the driver's seat to win the West Coast Conference regular season championship. One thing that BYU has absolutely taken care of over the past 5 weeks is winning the best individual of that the week, and that brings us to our stat of the day.
It's the BYU Sports Nation stat of the day.
Either Lexi Rydalch or Kalani Purcell have been the West Coast Conference Player of the Week in 6 of the 13 weeks this season. 5 straight. Like, what's going on with their individual performances? And winning helps. Don't get me wrong. If you lose 2, you're not getting the West Coast Conference Player of the Week.
Yeah, I think winning, and I think both have played so well to help us win those games that it's been pretty obvious. And the sad part, we probably had 3 kids that could have won the award last week.
Yep.
Lexi, of course, had a great weekend, and Mackenzie was lights out.
7 3-pointers against St. Mary's.
And Kylie played really well. Had double figures both games and really played solid. So really, it was kind of hard to say who's. But I think success and winning and playing your best basketball at the right time is really important.
Who's going to win the Conference Player of the Week this week?
I hope one of us. If we win these 2 games, I hope it'll be one of our girls.
So you win some nice, on Thursday you go and get a win. How do you keep that going on a Saturday to where you say, okay, we got a big win, we're on the road or we're at home, and we keep that good mojo going on that next game where you only have 1 day to prepare, really?
Yeah, I don't think St. Mary's was a hard game to get prepared for.
I mean, generally speaking.
But most games, like if you win a big game on Thursday and then you go play a team that you're supposed to win, how do you do it? A lot of it's your captain. It's your leadership on the team. I think I have a lot of girls that have had success in their career and they're used to winning, And I think they just come out and say, we're going to be focused and we're not going to let this bother us. And I think sometimes it's a little bit easier on the road, as I told you, because you're with the team. And, you're with the team and you're talking about what you're trying to do. It's a little, at home you got more distractions. And, but, we were pretty focused this weekend.
You picked quite a weekend to take that road trip to the Bay Area because the Super Bowl was in Santa Clara. And I heard you had a hard time finding a hotel. What was that like?
It was really hard, and we ended up getting a really nice hotel. And it was funny because the guy wants our business for the next few years. We get there in the bus, and the general manager comes out and welcomes me to the hotel and walks me to my room and says, hey, we want your business. We want you to come here. And he's looking pretty good right now because we won, so I'll probably stay at that hotel next year.
The superstition kicked in?
Yes, it does. It does a little bit.
How was the tie game? We talked about, ties. Are you wearing the same tie every game during this win streak?
But I wore a tie that I've been very successful with Saturday. And, so, I'm kind of that way a little bit. So, I kind of have my suits and I kind of have my little thing. And my coaches are the same way. It's not like I'm the only one. They kind of have their winning stuff.
BYU a projected 7th seed in the approaching NCAA tournament. That, according to ESPN, we already mentioned 4 spots out of the top 25. Right now, if you were seeding your own team, try and be as unbiased as you possibly can. What seed do you think BYU would deserve right now if they were doing the seedings today?
I would say a 6 or a 7. I think what you said, we're 29th in the country or whatever. Our strength of schedule has been really good. We got a good RPI. The worst number you want is 8 or 9. That's the one you don't want because you end up playing a number 1 seed team. And if you watch last night, there's a big difference between UConn and everybody else.
Isn't that amazing? Well,
he's got a lot of talented players and he's a great coach and they got a lot of savvy. They believe they can win, you watched last night. You watched 4 really good teams. If people got to watch it last night of women's basketball, and UConn just ahead of everybody else right now. So wouldn't that be a horrible thing? You get an 8th and 9th seed, and then you go play them the next game if you win that game. So that's one you don't want to have.
Juddy, we wish you the best of luck this week. 2 home games. How about that? You go play 4 on the road, you're back home.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. We got a really big weekend. This is San Francisco and Santa Clara are 2 really good teams. We got to be ready to go.